Before I get into my regularly scheduled intro, I'd just like to provide you with some context for when this video was filmed. It was only filmed like a week ago, but in this rapidly changing world, a week ago looked completely different. It was the first day after New York announced that they were closing all restaurants and bars, but that was literally the extent of the quarantine notice. I was just being super dramatic and also slightly prophetic. Because as mega astute fans may notice, I am currently in Australia, meaning that I was forced to evacuate the premises of my dorm and go home as soon as possible. But back in the day, naive Annabelle was not aware of this. So any references to school being cancelled and me having to go back home or like be homeless in New York, they're jokes that are now sadly real. So please enjoy the video while keeping this in mind. Thank you so much.
These are not the kind of face masks I need to be wearing during these times. I need to stop making corona jokes.
Hello users of the internet, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're one of my current 840 subscribers, then welcome back. And if you're not, what else are you gonna do for the next couple of months of quarantine? Today is officially the first day of my spring break, and it also happens to be the first official day of coronavirus quarantine in New York City. What a time to pop off and party, am I right? I am currently straight up alone in my dorm room because every single one of my suite mates has either gone home or gone on holiday for spring break. I mean, our school has full on shut down.
Just you wait.
We've got spring break off for this week, but then we also have next week off while they teach staff how to use online services, and then we're doing online classes until April 12th. How does one study an acting course online? To be determined. But this feels like the actual straight up apocalypse. But that's okay, let's stay optimistic. There is a high chance that this camera is the only person I see for literally the next month. So naturally, I thought that I would film everything I do and make a little first 24 hours of quarantine vlog, because that won't send me spiraling into insanity. Look, I don't know what this is. I was originally gonna do a spring break vlog, but I don't know what's happening. I've gone from living with 5 people to living with absolutely no one. It's also 8:38 a.m. right now, and I went to bed at 5 a.m. and there's no reason for me to currently be awake because, as I mentioned, nothing is happening. Everything is cancelled, everything is closed. Throwback to when Italy existed, throwback to when Tom Hanks existed. 2020 just needs to be over already. I'm tapping out. I'm done. I mean, at this rate, the semester's probably over anyway. So what is there left to do? Absolutely nothing. I guess first things first, I'm gonna make myself some food. Because all of the supermarkets are completely empty, this is gonna be a fun little challenge that I'm setting myself. Like, what limited foods do I have in the pantry and in the fridge that I can combine to try and make something edible, question mark? We'll see. What I'm thinking of making this morning is a little scrambled egg white event. Because I looked and checked and saw that my carton of egg whites expires in 7 days. I don't have money or a stocked supermarket to be able to replace them. I also got a tomato on Friday from my school's cafeteria. My sweet mate Charlotte left an avocado in the fridge, and considering she's not going to be back for a month, I can probably steal that. I also have some high fiber English muffins that definitely went off about a month ago, but it's the apocalypse and beggars can't be choosers, so we're gonna work with that. I'll probably spend like 2 hours doing this because, again, what else do I have to do today? Also, side note, no cleaning has been done in this dorm for, I'd say, at least 3 days. Can I be bothered to clean everything right now before I eat food? That's a hard no from me. So I'm actually just gonna use last night's dinner plate and the pan that I haven't cleaned, and maybe the chopping board I chucked in the sink, and recycle and conserve water. I love being an environmentalist. Now I'm gonna play heavily copyrighted music super loudly because I can, because this is a ghost town. First time in forever, I will be right here. Okay, hello, I'm back. I made food. It did take me a lot longer than it should have, and it's also just been sitting out for a while and is now straight up cold. But am I insane, or does this look not awful? Am I a chef? I'm gonna sit here and eat breakfast and watch the new episode of Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist because that is the only thing that I have to look forward to that is going on currently in my life. Just hibernation thing. So I'll see you on the flip side. Oh, this is so salty. How did that happen? I love starting my day with spiked sodium levels. Okay, hello. I've just been sitting around doing nothing and watching YouTube videos because I can, but I just realized that I've had an avocado as well as all of the dirty dishes in the kitchen just sitting out for like 2 hours now, so I'm going to clean this entire room. Again, what a crazy spring break. I want to die.
Come my little friends as we all sing a happy little working song.
My alarm just went off telling me that this is the time I was supposed to wake up. 11 a.m. A normal first day of spring break time. What is wrong with me?
Come and roll your sleeves up, so to speak, and pitch in. Cleaning crud up in the kitchen.
And half an hour later, we're done. How stunning. How pristine. I'm so domestic. I really need to stop applauding myself for just functioning like a normal human. It's now 10 past 11 and I don't know what else to do. But my camera battery is currently dying, so I guess charge it and sit around and do nothing for half an hour. I'll see you soon. Okay, hello. It's now 12:30. It's literally been an hour and a half and so much has happened. It's been kind of crazy. I put real clothes on. I also just sat down and straight up cleaned my entire room, which was so much fun. I also haven't eaten for like 3.5 hours, which for me is insane because I normally eat every hour. I think my body's about to stop working and I might collapse. So I'm actually gonna live on the edge and leave the house today.
Just a reminder, this video was filmed over a week ago before staying inside at all times was absolutely mandatory and low-key necessary, so keep that context in mind. Now back to regularly scheduled programming.
I know you weren't expecting that, given the title of this video, but my university cafeteria does have free food, and I like eating and not spending money, so I'm gonna risk it. Fingers crossed, wish me luck out there. Okay, hello. It's now 1:30. I've arrived at my school cafeteria. There's literally no one here. The food options, nothing. I normally either go a little sushi moment, or perhaps a seaweed salad moment, or at least normally they have some produce so I could like buy an avocado or a tomato and call it a day, but I kid you not, there's nothing here. So I'm gonna have to go out into the world and spend actual money to feed myself. It's disgusting and I'm offended, especially when we're forced to pay for a meal plan for the entire year, yet there's no food available to us. But I'm fine. I'm not mad about it. So I still haven't eaten anything since 9 a.m. and that very much needs to be rectified as soon as possible. I'll literally eat the chairs and tables right here. There's a salt shaker over there. Do I just straight up eat salt? Like, what is there left? Yes, I'm being dramatic, but this is what happens when I deprive myself of food for more than 60 minutes. It's not okay. I'll see you soon. Okay, hello. I returned home. As you know, there were no food options available at the university cafeteria. So instead, I had to order $40 worth of food from this place called Bondi Sushi. I mean, I didn't have to order $40 worth of food, but I stocked up because times are tough. Times are unpredictable. When will I eat again? I don't know. I don't want to starve and have to start feasting on my own flesh. This was definitely bigger than I was anticipating. I'm gonna have a little feast on these queens, actually consume real food. I will see you soon. Oh my god, I just had wasabi for the first time in my entire life because I thought that this was a little side pot of avocado because I'm an idiot. Ooh, I think I'm gonna drop dead. Cool. I thought it would be Corona that struck me down. It's wasabi. Why did I do it again? I think that's the definition of insanity. Things really are heating up this spring break. It's 2:45. I think it just hit me that I've only had 3 hours of sleep. So should I nap? Is that the move? I mean, what else is there to do? They also just made my bed. This is gonna be the beginning of the weirdest / most boring week of my life. Thank you for watching. Okay, hello. I am back and I am pissed. I took a nap, set an alarm, because I actually booked a SoulCycle class. I figured that it would be shutting down pretty soon, but I was able to book one for 5 p.m. I woke up to an email saying that my class was cancelled and that all classes are cancelled indefinitely. I'm very upset about it. So I'm about to head down to my dorm's basement gym and YouTube a free recreation of SoulCycle on their terrible gym equipment. So that's my Monday afternoon. Woo, spring break.
I'm here, and I am so sorry for whatever you're about to witness. SoulCycle Online, let's go, Corona.
Okay, I'm back in my dorm room alone, as always. SoulCycle in the basement was interesting. Honestly, I found a really good video, would recommend if you have a working bike, but that is not what I had the pleasure of working with. It was okay sitting down. I was like, all right, feels like I'm at SoulCycle Chelsea with all of the middle-aged mothers. But then she was like, get out of the saddle into third and start riding. And I was like, yeah, I will. Oh, I can't. Oh, the bike physically won't allow me to do that? Great. Phenomenal. That's what I was hoping for. But I struggled through it for 45 minutes and here we are. Now it's 7:30. I got a little bit distracted because I just got an email from the school saying that classes are online and cancelled for the rest of the semester. I mean, at this rate, the semester's probably over anyway. And to try and get out of the dorms as soon as possible. Catch my Homeless in New York 2020 vlog coming soon. But for now, I'm gonna ignore my problems and try and make dinner. So I'll catch you then. Okay, hello. It's now 8:43 and I still have not cooked dinner. I just got off the phone with my family and also ran across the road and bought some Prosecco because it's the end of the world. So you know, I'm gonna have a classy little pop-off alone. That's the 2020 mood. Live from New York, it's a Monday night. Let's get this party started. Dinner and drinks are served. Again, I don't know if I'm insane or if this does look good and that I'm actually a restaurant quality chef, or the 4 sips of Prosecco I've had have really inflated my ego. But on the menu tonight, we've got some cauliflower rice, some tofu, some mushrooms, some tomato, some spinach, and some low-fat mozzarella with some island soyaki sauce from Trader Joe's. Because remember when Trader Joe's sold food and wasn't completely empty? I love a good throwback. So I'm gonna eat this using both chopsticks and a fork because why pick one when you can have the world? And I'll keep you updated on my absolutely wild, I mean, could be an absolutely wild night also. It's very, very seasoned. I mean, I wonder why. Look, you can't criticize it for being bland. Okay, hello, I've returned. Dinner is over. I proceeded to have some Prosecco by myself, and then I discovered that Weldon, who lives next door, is actually still here, so then he came over and drank with me, which makes me not an alcoholic, yay! But now I think I'm gonna grab myself a little almond butter banana moment, and then just like do a final check-in with you. I'll see you soon. I'm in bed. I'm also wearing a face mask. This isn't what my face looks like naturally. Just a heads up. I've got some Sydney breakfast tea because I'm super patriotic. Oh my, I'm literally wearing Vegemite. I hate myself. Honestly, take my visa away. That feels a little too real at the moment because that's an actual possibility. I've got my banana. I've got my almond butter. I've got my cinnamon. Fabulous way to end the night. I just wanted to do a little final check-in and, you know, get serious during these troubling times. Every day we get more and more updates that more and more things are closing and the city may be shutting down. It's New York, and if you go visit Times Square right now, it looks like a ghost town. Also, the fact that I'm not going back to school this semester. Will I get kicked out of the dorm?
Yes.
I don't know. I'll keep you updated. Everything's changing so rapidly. It feels a bit unprecedented. Like, I don't remember a case of the flu or any kind of virus fully shutting down the entire world so much as this has. I also know that the same thing's happening in Sydney. A little bit of me is like, should I be leaving the country right now? But I feel like as soon as I go home, everything there will shut down, and then I'll just be in hibernation in a city that I'm not as big a fan of. I mean, if you can be quarantined in any city on earth, why not New York? Obviously, I get why all these shutdowns are happening. Like, it's important that people stay inside and maybe, like, don't go out and get infected or infect others. That's a fun idea. But it just feels weird that civilization cannot continue as normal. And also, why did it have to be during my spring break? So that was my real talk. I don't think it went very well, especially because I'm wearing a face mask that's currently falling off. If you enjoyed watching me literally do nothing today but eat, sleep, move, and drink alone, then please thumbs up and subscribe. And if you absolutely hated it because this is the worst content I think anyone could ever produce, then just do it anyway. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Literally sleep through the entire... I just straight up farted. But luckily I'm the only one who has to smell it, so it's fine.